Oh, hey.
Didn't realize you were going to be here today.
Weird, because, I'm always here.
I told you I was wearing purple tonight. That's super weird that you wore purple tonight.
That's funny. Purple's kind of, my color.
Oh, so now we can just claim colors now.
Yeah, you can stick to brown and neons.
I hate you. I've never liked you. Your mom told me she doesn't like you either.
My mom would never say that.
No, she's your biggest fan.
Look
She's
at you
probably
lying through your teeth. See, she's proof she's a liar.
never said I told the truth ever. Ever. Actually, I think lying kind of funny sometimes. Don't you?
Our bit is lying. Welcome to the podcast. This bit's about lying. Just kidding. These bits are about being sassy.
Sassy Bits. Are you ready?
Sassy girls. Welcome back to Commit to the Bit. I'm Kate Spencer.
I'm Petra Bab. Petra Brat.
Oh yeah. Are you having a brat summer?
Yeah, that's kind of on theme for sassy. Yeah, I'm being very brat
We're
this
wearing
whole summer.
purple. We're like having a speak now summer. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
Swiftie.
Sorry. What are you gonna
Sorry.
do? Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Alexa, play Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato.
We're actually having a Demi Lovato summer.
Has anything embarrassing ever happened to you, Petra Bab?
No, never. How about you, Kate?
You're like, I've never stumbled.
I've never been embarrassed by one thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I'm practically perfect. So,
And we all knew that.
Good, I'm glad. Then
I did.
why did you ask?
I did. Oh, great. Just to set up what I want to talk about mostly.
Okay, great. Okay, I have a couple embarrassing things, all that you were there for. One of
I'm so
them
lucky.
one of them was like one of those moments out of a movie. Me in myself in college, I Jesus
That's a
Christ.
perfect way to start a story.
That's how we start.
Me,
That's how
comma.
me in college. Me, myself, and I in college. When I was in college, me go to college, and me
in college is embarrassing because I didn't learn.
because we already talked about me taking a whole class and not realizing it. That was embarrassing. But in college, I could really get whatever I wanted just by flirting with men.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that's so embarrassing.
so embarrassing, and that's something I'm really ashamed about now. No, but we were at a New Year's Eve party to meet up with one of
Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah,
one of Kate's friends who I was pretty keen on. I liked him a lot. And then we showed up and he was throwing up in the bathroom when we got there.
classic.
Classic. And he was also like popping bottles before that. And getting champagne all over this kid's couch. And it was just like a whole time. And we were taking care of him in the bathroom. Shout out to everyone who was there. It was quite the night to remember. And this guy, the owner, or not the owner of the house, but the son of the owner of the house. And this is like a mega mansion. It was like insane. We had some pretty crazy photos from that party. But he's screaming at everyone. He's like, everyone get out of my house. Like, you all are so disrespectful. And I run up to him to like try to calm him down. And I'm like, wait, like, it's okay. Like, try to be like so flirty. And I'm like batting my eyes. And I'm like, wait, like, I'm so sorry. Like, just listen to me. And he like shoves me off of it. And I have never felt so embarrassed in my life at that.
You were like, he's right. Call the Uber. It's a wrap. Let's go.
I was like, no, I was just kidding. Like, you're an idiot and I hate you and your house sucks and it's tiny and it's stupid.
I love that your most embarrassing story is like one man, one time, didn't love me.
No, it was like the way he shoved me off.
Can't relate. Me every day.
I I'm not doing the story justice because I was laying it on thick to, like, try to, like, get him to calm down,
I'm just
and
kidding.
he
It
was like,
was very
"Get
funny.
off of me, you gross, like, rat girl, like, I don't even know you, you're ugly," and I was like,
And it was in front of so many people, and you were like, very cool. Very, very cool.
so that's one, but I have way more embarrassing stories that, we will save because they are so embarrassing. I don't know if I feel comfortable telling one of them quite yet. I've
Oh, a
definitely
teaser.
I'm definitely too nice. That's another thing where I don't know how to say no to people. And one time, Angel and I had an Uber driver, and he was like, "You guys are fun. I want to hang out with you guys." And I was like, too nice to say no. And we're like, "Okay." It's like this 50-year-old man Uber driver, like big dude, and he like
And
proceeds to
it
go.
was
It was
it
so
was
bad.
literally our friend group home for Christmas. This was
Yep.
like 2 Christmases ago.
Mhm.
Like, shout out Bergen, shout out Alex, my sister-in-law, and my brother, and
It was
I,
so
and
bad.
you.
And my
And
boyfriend.
Petra comes in, we're like so ready to catch up with the homies, and Petra brought in a 50-year-old man that none of us had ever met. And
And
we
and we
proceeded to have to hang out with him like through the night until finally Petra was like, "Hey, we're like gonna like do our own thing now."
I was like, "You need to go. My friends don't like you." And I feel really uncomfortable asking you to go because I think you're gonna bring my Uber rating down. That's something that you have to know about me. I hate it when my Uber rating goes down.
You're like, "Please give me 5 stars, but you do need to leave this close intimate friend hangout that I'm having." Again, note all of Petra's our men love her so much that she's like embarrassed. I'm pissed.
Okay, sorry. I do have one that's, like, shockingly bad that I don't I just don't know if
We
I'm
can
ready
save
to
it. We
say,
can do
yeah.
it once a year.
Something that, like, I've held on for a very long time that I'm, like, so truly embarrassed about, but, I mean, it has to come out eventually or else I'll die, right? If you hold secrets in for too long, you die.
That's actually how secrets go. Okay, great. I adamantly look forward to the day that this story leaks out of you.
From Dumas.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
Anon,
newest
please.
it's the newest blind item. Alright, same for you, Catherine. Any embarrassing stories that you would like to share with the class?
Yeah, just like you normally guys like me so much that like I'm embarrassed.
You're like, "This one
I'm just
guy,
kidding.
the prince of Saudi Arabia asked me to be his wife, and the
And I
ring
was
was too."
embarrassed because like the way I said no, I stuttered and then I like threw up. No, my embarrassing story is pretty good actually, and it went viral. This was my very first viral TikTok. It went viral. Like, I'd never had anything like that before. Like, I posted it, and then like 5 minutes later I picked up my phone and 15,000 people had liked it, and it was like literally like 5 to 10 minutes later. It was the craziest fucking thing. And then I got flagged for community guidelines, and it got taken down for nudity.
Mhm, yeah.
So, oh, that's some foreshadowing for how this goes. Okay. I used to work in not in Manhattan, and I had to take a boat to get there because the subway lines like didn't get close enough to where I worked. Okay? That's all I'll say. I used to wear this really cute blue overall linen overall outfit get up, okay? It was so cute. They were overalls, but they were like linen. They weren't like,
Love it, yeah,
jeans or
I can
anything.
yeah.
And yeah, and they were like swishy, they were loose. We'll post a pic. I used to have to walk 20 minutes to the boat, and then I would wait for the boat for 10 because I would get there early because you never knew. Then I would get on the boat, and I would ride it with a coworker at the time. And then we would walk separately because he would stop and smoke. So then I had to walk 20 minutes from the boat to my office. Okay. When you get into the building, it's this huge, like, or when you get on site, it's all of these like a bunch of buildings. It's like, imagine like a little town of buildings, right? But they're all for the same company. So I'm walking, I'm like strutting my stuff, I have my little bag, I'm like on site, and this man was like, "Hey, And I turn and I'm like, okay, absolutely slaying, like someone's gonna hit on me. Oh, and I also had to check in, so I also saw a ton of other people. Anyway, this man's like, hey. I turn, he's walking with his friend. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, come here. And I'm like, okay. So I like stop and he like walks up to me and he's cute. Oh god. He's cute and he's like, I just want to say, and I'm like ready for like the compliment of a lifetime. He's like, your pants have like a huge hole in them, and like I just wanted to tell you before like you got any further on your walk. And I have a hole the size of like your fist. Like it's my entire butt has the hole in it. I don't know how I didn't feel it. I don't know if it was because the pants were loose and breezy already. So I take off my jacket because I was wearing a jacket. I tie it around my waist. This is my second week at this job. I'm like, fuck me. I have to go in. I can't leave because I was one of the only people that was covering the shift.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have clothes there. I have one female coworker because this is during COVID. The rest are men. And I have a hole in my pants and I can't go home because I just told you of my long commute there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a massive hole in my pants. I've only worked there for like 10 minutes. I get on the phone list and I text this cute guy that was like 5 years older than me. And I was like, what are the odds you have pants here? And he was like, I have sweatpants. Why? I had to show two different coworkers. I was like, hey, I like have this hole in my pants. Anyway, I went into the bathroom and I took a video to see how big the hole was. And then the rest of the day at this like nice job, which is like supposed to be business casual, I wore sweatpants with my nice top because I had such a big hole in my pants. And I posted all of that on TikTok and I went viral. And the hole was so big, my entire ass was out. So I went viral and then got community guidelined for my butt being out online.
You're like, and
The ass that broke the internet
and you're like, and in my
at
defense,
Kim
I
K.
bleached my butthole. Like I don't know what they're upset about.
And like, and it was a beautiful, gorgeous view. Like he could have at least complimented it. But it was so funny that I like turned around to him expecting like, girl, you
like,
slay. And I was like, hey, girly, like, you gotta like fix that. And I was like, oh, super. I was so embarrassed.
he's like, I'm
And
not
not to mention,
complaining.
I had just commuted 20 minutes walking, 20 minutes on the boat, and another 20 minutes walking. That whole time, my cheeks were just greeting New York. My ass was on the seat of the boat. Just my little chilly cheeks.
You would have
So
been able to
gross.
feel that, I feel like, right? It must have ripped on the
I
boat when you
clearly
like.
didn't, Petra.
So sorry. So
Only
so.
God knows. And I had to throw it away. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know.
I still think the
Insert
world of you.
picture of me rocking my outfit.
I can't wait to post that video.
Rocking my outfit.
Can't wait for us
I
to post that
know.
video and then
Maybe
for us to.
TikTok has like grown up a little bit.
Well, like, I'm sorry, not that much of your butt was showing, and there are girls on TikTok that like wear thong bikinis all the time. It's like the same thing, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also you have to be flagged by someone
Mm.
for community review.
Is this a bad
So
time
who
to
the
tell you?
fuck stand up? Stand up. Who the fuck flagged me? It was
Sorry.
Petra. It
Sorry,
totally
Kate.
was.
I just want you to be modest, okay?
All right, well, folks, the theme of this week is Sassy Bits.
Sassy.
Bits.
I'm feeling crazy.
Sassy Bits. Bits that happen when we're being sassy.
Mhm.
Let's see what Patrobab has for us on the clock. Ready, set. This is our Olympics. On your marks.
Okay, so you know the one I just do them like so fast.
False start. False start.
False start. Okay. So the first one is one that I've been doing particularly to men a lot lately. I will just start gaslighting people. I don't know how but it gets funny. It's all about the tone and the conversation that you're having. But like, if and this kind of goes back to last week, but if I misspeak about something and they're like, "No, Petra, you said that we're doing that on Thursday night." I'll like look at them and I'll be like, "You're crazy. I never said that. You literally sound insane right now." Like, I would never say something like that. Like, you literally sound just like your father. Like, I can't believe it. Like, that's disgusting. You can't. Oh my god. Oh,
Why would you even say that?
do you want me
What
just
the
to
hell?
you're just trying to ruin my night, right? Like, seriously, you sound
My
crazy.
reputation's on the line, dude.
Yeah, you sound insane right now. Ugh, this is so like you to ruin everyone's night just by making up stupid lies, like and either they, like, jump
He's
on
cowering in the corner.
either they jump on and they start doing it back to you, or they're like, "Wait, what?" Half the group, like, gets it, half the group is like, "That's crazy, like, what I can't believe they
They're
thought
like,
like that."
Petra really went off on that guy last night. No, but like from the core of the bit, I really like the idea of like you being wrong, you knowing it, and being like, okay, I would never say something like that. That is so out of character for me.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
Love you though.
I just don't know why you would lie
Let's
like
use our
that.
listening ears, okay, buddy?
You're gonna love this one because
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
I love loving things.
it's one of the few times that I've made you like
Wait,
no,
you know Kamala Harris when she goes, "I love good news. Oh, I love good news." You know that clip of her saying that?
yes.
I love good news. That's how I felt when you were like, "You're gonna love this one." Ooh, I love bits.
Okay, this one is one of the many times that I've made you laugh, but like for some reason this one really got you. It
Love
was
it.
the morning after your birthday and it was my birthday the next day and we were in New York.
Okay.
And I was not doing well because I had just lost my ID and my debit card the night before, and I was,
Oh
like,
Lord, yeah.
so unwell, and I was, like, crying all that morning and, like, not okay, and Kate was like, "Okay, well, like, let's go to the grocery store and, like, maybe we can do something to, like, make you feel better, like, go to lunch and stuff," and so we go to the grocery store and they have those Asian sodas, and I love those, like, little Ramoon that you, like, put the marble in the
I know
cap,
what you're gonna say.
and I'm, like, so unwell, but I see that, and I'm like it makes me smile, and we go back to her place, and her boyfriend's with us boyfriend at the time is with us, and I'm, like, so
She
in
goes, Kate's single.
Kate is single, Kate is single. I'm to Kate's boyfriend, I'm like, "Let's call him Mark." I'm like, "Mark, take a look at this when I do this soda trick. It's super cool." And he goes, "Yeah, I've seen it." I go, "Well, just humor me." And then I like and I make him come over and, like, watch me do it.
She's like, "Mark, have you ever seen this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And Pedro goes, "All right, well, just humor
Humor
me." Like she's trying to be so nice to him, but like it just like breaks. Like the illusion I just watched this like curtain fall behind her eyes and she was like, "Just come here, humor me."
And now I use that bit all the time whenever, like, people have, like, seen it. I just, like, drop the facade and I'm like, "Okay, well, just play along, like, humor me."
Just come on, just humor me for the
Just
love of God.
I'm not doing well, okay? And I don't know how, like, sassy that is, but, like, that's pretty sassy for me.
This is such a good yeah, when you're telling a story and people are like, "We've already heard this." You know what? Just humor me, okay?
Play let's play
Just hey, give me this one thing.
let's just, like, play pretend. I don't know how sassy that is as, like, desperate, so but
It's so funny.
it is demanding.
You just looking at my ex going, just humor me. Just like a
Give me
shell of a person. Just humor me.
just give me this, okay? Just give me this. So that
Did did he humor you?
he did, and he was like, "Wow." I, like, looked at him, I was
Very
like
cool,
the
Petra.
curtain went back up, I was like, "Ah." I'm like
You're
showing
like,
it.
clap for
He's
me.
like, okay.
Clap.
And yeah, sorry about that to Mark. Okay. This one's pretty funny.
Our number one listener.
I'm sure. So
He would never.
he wants us so far out of his life. Okay, so this one is when you're in a car and like you're either like road tripping with friends or whatever, going from one destination to another with your friends. They're in another car. You roll your window down and you tell them like, "Hey, roll your window down," like you're about to talk to them, and they start rolling their window down. You then proceed to roll your window up.
I love that.
You're like, "Hey, roll it down, roll it down, roll it down." They're like,
Hey.
and then you're like, look forward, do not look at them, and roll your window back.
I love shit like that. I do that a lot. Like, I'll call someone's name and they're like, what? And I'm like, nothing. I'll be like, Petra. Like, especially when you're in the same house as someone, like, like you really need them. Like, if they're upstairs, Petra. And then you're like, yeah, sorry, what's up? And you like come to the top of the stairs. I'm like, oh, nothing. Oh, good. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, you could use my first bit and just start gaslighting them, and you're like, "What do you want? Like, you called me. No, I didn't. You
Oh,
sound
yeah.
crazy."
I love that on the phone. When you phone bit, you call them and they answer and you go, what's up? Hey, what's up?
So what'd you call? You called me. No, I don't. I'm not a call person.
I loved that.
That makes me laugh. That was a
Love
good.
the window one. That's
Yeah.
such a good one.
Ugh, that's a good one. Okay. I'll do these last two I haven't done yet, but I think would be really funny. Um, and it kind of goes along with like the gaslighting bit from earlier. But like if somebody says something that you don't agree with, just looking at them and going, "Ugh, that's so rich coming from you." Or on top of that saying, "Ugh, you sound just like my ex-wife. Never been married, never had a wife." I think I stole that one from somebody. I can't remember where I ever heard that, but that just sounds so
I
funny to me.
love both of those. And doing those to people who are funny and are going to come back at you. Oh, yeah. Tantalizing.
You're ready for a bit off. You're gonna start riffing and bidding, and then you're gonna get married.
Shirts and skins. Let's bid off.
Shirts versus skins. Bid off. I'm doing it right now.
I say that a lot when I actually did that the other day. I was walking past a basketball court and I was like, should we hop in? We could do shirts versus skins.
It works so well.
Just the idea of like joining like a team that's just like playing on a court in New York and being like, all right, are we doing shirts on or are we off? We're shirts off?
I like doing that for like pickleball.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's pick teams. We'll be skins.
You should do that if you ever like go to like trivia.
Running around just tits like swinging behind your ears. Oh my god, at trivia.
Trivia, you're like, all right, so how does this work? Is it shirts versus skins or?
This side of the table will be skins.
The funniest joke out of the whole entire episode has nothing to do with sass. That's rich. That's rich.
That's rich coming from you,
Yeah,
Petra.
that's rich coming from you, Kate.
You haven't even heard my bits yet.
Yeah, I can't wait. Go
you
ahead.
sound just like my ex-husband. Do you relinquish your turn?
I relink. I link.
Okay. All right. I think these ones are funny. I came up with the idea of Sassy Bits because I have friends that when I do these bits, they're like, oh, it's so sassy. And I'm like, or it was hilarious. So here we go. All right. My first bit. When somebody takes a bite of something I'm eating or tries a sip of my drink or borrows a bobby pin or a hair tie. It's all very inconsequential things.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
they take something non-important and they go, "Thank you." And I go, "No problem, just Venmo me for it."
No
I'm
problem.
just like, "Yeah, no worries, just Venmo me for it."
No, you go. I'm gonna.
Yeah, just
I'll request
don't
you
forget.
for that. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. And then it'd be so good if you like divvied up, like if you actually did it, like divvied up like how much one LaCroix costs, like per sip. Listen, I'm not as generous as I look. Do I look generous? Because I'm not. People tell me a lot. They go, "You know the girl, Kate, she looks like she looks generous."
How does she look to you? Generous? So generous. She looks like the most generous person.
Yeah. It was my friend at the party the other night, the one that looked really genuine. I can't even say it. Generous. My next thing is another one that's really inconsequential things. If someone bumps into me, if someone like just like really small stuff, like if someone is like late to something by like 5 minutes, if someone like, bumps my silverware, just all really small stuff.
Mhm.
And they go, "Oh, I'm sorry." I go, "No worries, just don't do it again."
You do that so
Oh,
often.
it just like comes out of my mouth and I need to know because some people are like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "No worries, just don't do it again. Just stop messing up."
Listen, it's fine, but we can't make a habit of these things. Okay? It's not a good look for you,
Listen, this cannot keep happening.
and I expect more
We've all
from
been
you.
talking about how you bump silverware on tables, and let's not make a habit, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I
Just don't do it
just
again.
and the people are starting to talk about it, and it's not cute. It's not a
Yeah.
cute look. So let's just
Oh
work
my
on
god.
that.
Truly, no worries, but let's learn from this, okay? Okay, this one, shout out Bergen, our good friend
Mm.
Bergen. She has been doing this since high school, and she'll do it with like a dead serious face. This is such a Bergen bit. People will be like, Bergen will happily leave a party early, so someone will be like, "Well, if you don't play beer pong with us, we're gonna make you leave." And she'll go, "Do not tempt me with a good time." Every time you threaten Bergen with something, she'll go, "Don't tempt me with a good
Good time.
time." And I know a lot of people like to use that one, but yeah, like if someone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna make you leave this party if you keep yelling." Okay, do not tempt me with a
Really
good
good time.
time. Good lord. Okay, this bit I did it once to Petra when she was talking and I wanted to talk about something else, like I wanted to start a new segment.
Mhm.
So it like was born out of me trying to move us segment to segment, but Petra was talking about something and I go, let's say she's talking about bikes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that totally reminds me of something I was going to say." And then pivot and talk about something
Completely
completely
different.
different. Like when you're talking to someone and they're like talking about their day, you're like, "Oh my god, that reminds me." So I was at Aritzia yesterday and people are like, "How did that how did," and I'm like, "Oh, I just didn't want to talk about that anymore."
Oh, I just thought that was really boring and my thing was more interesting. So I wanted to move the
just
conversation
I just
along.
thought we should talk about me now.
I just thought we should talk about anything but that. Something similar. This brings up a bit that I used to do, but I had to stop doing because it was too sassy. In fact, some would call it
Too sassy.
some would call it mean. So I would well
Oh.
while people were
It's a fine line. It's a fine line we walk.
it's a fine line. When people would talk and they would just talk about their days or about anything, I'd go, "Ugh, boring. Get to the good stuff."
Next.
Uh,
Skip. Start.
Go ahead. Like if somebody was telling me about a first date, they're like, "Yeah, she came over and we made dinner," and I'll be like, "Yawn. When does it get good?"
When do you start bumping uglies?
Did she put out or what?
Give us the stuff we're here for.
Come on, X-rated, spare no details.
Give us those juicy, dirty deets. Another bit. Okay, this one probably people are gonna listen. They're gonna go, "That's rude," but I call it sassy. SASSYBITS. I yep, I'm also a singer.
Yep.
This one was born out of my frustration with men and sometimes women, but it was mostly born out of my frustration when people comment on anything to do with my body or my appearance that I don't want to talk about. LOL. But if someone is like, wow, you have such big shoulders, for example, for a G-rated version,
Yeah.
I will just act truly shocked if anyone comments on anything about me, as if it's the first time I'm hearing it, as if I've never heard it before, and that I'm scared.
Wait. What? What? No.
Wait,
This can't,
where?
this can't be happening.
Where?
This can't be happening.
Wait, why didn't someone say something earlier? Oh my god, what do I do? What do I do?
What would you do? What would you do if you were me in this situation?
Help me. Help.
Help me.
Thank you for saying something. You're so brave. No one's ever said that to me before.
Oh my gosh, I've never noticed that about myself. You know what? I don't even have mirrors. I have no mirrors in my home.
This is my first time outside ever. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for telling me. Thank you for making me aware of this. I need you every morning when I wake up. I'm going to send you a photo of me and you tell me what else is wrong with me, okay?
You tell me. You got to describe my features to me, okay? Okay. Yeah, if I'm wearing like a specific shirt and people are like, whoa, I'm like, oh my god, did it rip? Shut up. Oh my god, your jeans have holes in them. Wait! Oh my god, I swear to god, these were slacks when I put them on when I left the house.
They have holes?
Oh my god.
I look like a harlot.
Those are some crazy high heels. Wait, that's what these are?
Wait,
Oh my god.
wait, what does crazy mean? Is crazy good? Crazy bad? Describe how they look. Should I go home and change? Do you have any shoes that I could borrow right now?
And that's why people don't like to hang out with Petra and I. Yeah, so that's a really sassy bit, but sometimes it's like, shut up, you know?
Yeah.
This one, my friend Parker and Miles, I was up at their house in New York, and their dad said it, and I've since spoken to them, and this is their family bit that they do. I think a lot of people do it. In fact, it also, okay, there's a couple chapters to this. The bit is basically whenever someone does something. How many times can I say inconsequential today? SAT word. Let's ride. When someone does something that you've like begged them to do, or something really small, or you've told them to stop doing something annoying, you just go, "Thank you for your service."
Thank you for your service. Thank you for doing that.
Their dad said it because one of the kids got in trouble and was like putting something away, and he looks at them and he goes, "Really? Thank you for your service." Which also, Alex, our friend Alex, was in a sorority, and you know how like the sororities, like they take other girls around to sororities and they have to like hide what sorority they're in. So they like post on Facebook and they're like, "Hey, I'm not going to be posting, whatever." And Alex did that, and Alan commented, "Thank you so much for your service, Alex." about her like about her being like a sorority helper.
Yeah. Thank you
Like
for your
just
service.
saying like, "Wow, thank you for your service," to
Thank you for
something
your
like
service.
so small that someone does.
And a lot
And
of
like but earnestly and like bowing.
Yeah.
Like really grasping their hands and being
Yeah.
like, Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Like your roommate does the dishes for the first time ever. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Anyway, I relinquish my turn. I relink. Those are my sassy bits. I'm sure I have 100 more, but those are just the ones that I thought of.
This is such a good episode.
And I love you. And I think you are very pretty and smart. And I'm a little bit taller than you, but that's okay.
I don't think that's true, Kate. You sound crazy. You sound just like your mother. That's crazy. That's insane. You always say things like this to ruin the pod.
Wait. Wait, what?
Just kidding. Your mother's a lovely woman. Hey, I love you, Kate. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your service.
I love you, Petra, Angela, Christina, Bab.